so today I'm gonna make a meatloaf stuffed with ricotta cheese and spinach. This is so good, it's so quick, it's a wonderful recipe for dinner and a cooked dinner. It doesn't take that long. So what I'm gonna use today is I have here ground beef. I always use more meat and less fat. This one here is actually 92% lean and only 8% fat. So I do not like my meat to be too fatty. I like to stay in the health side. So 1 pound of beef, and I'm gonna do is, because I always like to add fresh garlic in everything. You don't have to. You can use just dry garlic and herbs, or this is actually my favorite time I buy season. I use McCormick. They are the best. They give you so much flavor, and they really was like natural. But I always like to add my fresh garlic. I have 2 cloves of garlic in here, and I still need the fresh flavor from the garlic. So I'm gonna add 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon of salt, because you don't want to do too much salt, because we're gonna use the breadcrumb. I already have salt, and for sure I need my black pepper, of course. This is very simple. You do so quick. I like lots of black peppers, so that's one thing that I really like. And like a little bit oregano, it goes into this actually. Not too much, just sprinkles. And we're gonna take 1 egg. I have 2 eggs for this recipe. All we're gonna need is 2 eggs, 1 for the meat and 1 for the mix with the ricotta for the filling. So all we're gonna do, break your eggs into this. Okay, there we go. Breadcrumb, that's how I do it. Okay, half and half. So go like that. As you see, I'm not even measuring. I'm just going very quick, and I'm gonna go through this, okay? Because I already gonna fill in this meatloaf with the spinach and ricotta, so I don't need to put any more greens into this. If it's ready, look at that. So what I'm gonna do now is work on my ricotta, and I'm gonna make a little filling for this. This is so good. I like to use a very good ricotta, and this is delicious. Okay, this is Italian. It's amazing ricotta. It's so good. So what I'm gonna do, I don't have a lot of meat, so I'm gonna just make a little bit, 3 and 4. We'll do it for the amount of meat that we have in here. So 1 whole egg. Let's break into this here. There you go. And now we're gonna season this a little bit. You want your filling to taste good, of course. A little salt, less than a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. And now we can use some herbs. So it's a bad idea to use the dry herbs for this. I use the garlic and herbs, which is delicious, okay? I use a lot, about a teaspoon. And also I'm gonna do some black pepper for this as well. Okay, a little bit black pepper. The smell, this herb smells so good, my goodness. And I'm gonna add a little bit more oregano, of course, because we want it to taste really good. Just a few sprinkles, and we're good to go. I'm going to blend this quick. Okay, let's blend it, and we should. Okay, so the mix is ready. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add my spinach. You don't have to cut small or anything, because it's gonna cook anyways. The only thing you need to know to do is make sure you dry your spinach really good, because you don't want it to create water when it starts cooking. All right, the last touch I'm gonna do for my filling is that I'm gonna add a little bit. There you go. It's about 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. That will do it. All right. So I'm gonna mix everything, and it tastes so delicious. Look at that. Okay, people. a little bit complicated part of the recipe. I'm gonna use some parchment paper because I want to try to roll up. You can also do it with your hand. It doesn't really matter. You can just get this and do it straight on a pan, on a baking pan. Okay, but I'm gonna try to use this and see if it works better for me. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to lay this in here, and I'm gonna open the way I wanted it to roll out. Okay, so this is open. You open the way, depending what you're gonna use. I'm gonna use this baking sheet, which is the I use it to make my banana breads. So this is perfect. I'm gonna spray a little bit oil in here, and I'm gonna bake it right then and there. And we're gonna just lay our filling in here. So we're going just to do like this. You're gonna open up and don't bring too much to the side. You just put it most towards the middle. Okay, like that. We don't need to and then we're gonna try. This is a little bit challenge. That's the only part of it, but the paper will help us. Okay. Then you roll from this side, and then you roll from the other side. Okay, so because that's the best way to do with the meat. Look, voila, it looks very that's the best you can do with this, and it's perfect. So now we're gonna put it into, I'm gonna spray my, it's okay to go coming from the side a little bit. You don't have to close. This is all gonna be cooked, and it looks perfect. I'm gonna spray this a little bit with the oil, okay, so that way you won't stick, just a little bit. You don't need too much, because when this starts cooking, that it'll be fine. So now what you do is, what I usually do, so I don't want to break, I go like that. This is my secret. I go like this, and it should be able to fit right in. If it goes over, it's okay, not a problem. Look at that. See? It's okay to go over a little bit. It's 355 degrees. Then once I cook for 20 minutes, I'll go over with some barbecue sauce. Look at this. It looks delicious. Some barbecue sauce. You can use any kind. I'm gonna use this one here, honey barbecue sauce, or you can make your own. So I'm gonna put something on, some in the top. There we go. Not too much, just a little bit. And I'm gonna go with my okay. So just to give a little extra flavor, because this is so delicious. So we're gonna give a little bit extra flavor in this, and we're gonna put it back in the oven.